Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have a few headlines to share with you in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam. Starting with this one from CoinTelegraph. How high can XRP price go? Now, I can't help but laugh. I do some lulls by myself before I hit record here, reviewing this stuff from CoinTelegraph, because having now been in crypto for over 7 years, having watched all the crap that CoinTelegraph has spewed about XRP, outright falsities, scare tactics, all the fun in the world, to now see articles regularly at the time when XRP just happens to be going up in a bull market, to see these headlines and this content about how high XRP might go, although they will still throw in the fear articles every now and then. No, they're not going to stop doing that. But to see this, it is just rich. It is absolutely rich. And like in reviewing this content, I was like, I easily could have curated the data myself for this particular piece for CoinTelegraph. In fact, some of the stuff that they're talking about, I've been talking about a lot in recent days. You'll see. It just makes me laugh. I can't help it, folks. After seeing all the crap, and if you've been here for a while in crypto, you know CoinTelegraph. CoinDesk is probably even worse than them, and then there's A&B Crypto. There's a few fairly well-known crypto media outlets. So anyway, to see this, it's like, are they just trying to save face now because it couldn't be more crystal clear that XRP is going to be a top performer for this market cycle? Could it not possibly be more obvious? And then there's also this: XRP and Dogecoin lead Grayscale weekly crypto snapshot. And then also this: Raoul Pal highlights XRP appeal to the average Joe in AI agent critique. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And by the way, I'm not kidding when I said I could have basically curated this data to present for a CoinTelegraph article. Again, how high can XRP price go? Like they're finally paying attention to some of the analysts that I've been highlighting for a pretty damn long time. The analysts who were correct about XRP breaking out to the upside, now for the first time in history, CoinTelegraph, they're suddenly taking note of them. Well, that's interesting. they are. Who did they throw in here? Might have been, Mikey Bull Crypto. Here's one. I've been highlighting stuff from him for a long time now. They've got Javon Marks in here. And so they've got this subhead. I'm not going to waste time reading the whole article. A lot of the stuff I've actually, they're covering perspectives from the analysts that I've already shared on my channel. I just think it's fascinating to see this from CoinTelegraph because they've been so anti-XRP in an irrational sense that this absolutely caught my attention. And I felt obligated to say something on my channel because I find it that absurd. I'm glad they're covering, don't get me wrong. It's just like, come on. But they have this little subheading here: XRP bullish Pennant targets a 100% rise. And they're literally acknowledging that XRP could double in price from where it is now, like imminently, maybe within a span of a few weeks. But I keep seeing that from tons and tons. And in fact, I hope you don't feel like I belabored the point too much if you saw my last video, but like I was really trying to just show, here's a ton of analysts, and I was really trying to drive the point home by just having a ton of them say, like, look, they're saying the same or similar things. Look at this. And that's why I presented it in a video here. So I'll try not to do as much of that in this video, but it is true. Like, I still got to mention this, like CoinTelegraph has even noticed. Yeah, this bitch gonna go, okay? XRP is not just gonna flutter around here and then go back down to like 20 cents or something. That's not how this works. There's almost no chance of that. You'd have to have some sort of global catastrophe for something that ridiculous to happen. But in normal, healthy bull environments, no. There's no precedent for that. What the hell are you talking about? So anyway, it is nice to see it. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see it, but I gotta complain a little bit because it's the internet, and that's what the internet's for, damn it. If you don't like it, you just get out. And then take a look at this from the Crypto Basic. XRP and Dogecoin lead Grayscale weekly crypto snapshot. All right. I don't know exactly why they chose to highlight Dogecoin in this headline, especially given the data that they're highlighting. I don't really need to read the article. I was already aware of this. It's just interesting the way that crypto media kind of covers some of the stuff. And I like the crypto base, so don't get me wrong. They've always been pretty fair towards XRP and the XRP community. They don't get everything right, but nobody does. I don't get everything right. But, as long as somebody's operating in good faith, that's about all I ask for. As long as you're actually competent, I need you to be competent. And then, act in good faith, basically. And then if you do make a mistake, just admit it, and then we're good. Like, that's pretty much it. Pretty basic stuff here. Like, that's what I'd want from any relationship I have with a human in my life. So, pretty straightforward stuff. It's apparently too much to ask in many cases. But take a look at this. This is a post from Grayscale, their official account. There's 636,000 followers. Now, Grayscale, I'm sure many of you are very well aware of Grayscale. They're a firm on the institutional side, and you can invest with them if you are an accredited investor. So if you don't want to deal with taking custody of various cryptos, you can get exposure to the crypto asset class by purchasing various funds that they have set up, whether it's Bitcoin, XRP, so on and so forth. They have a digital large cap fund, which XRP is a part of. And so you can buy the fund, and then you don't have to worry about the custody, this or that, and then they worry about holding the crypto on your behalf effectively, right? And so it's not the crypto that you own, but it is backed by it, basically. And so anyway, they are certainly very pro XRP. And so they shared this little snapshot. Here you go. Crypto snapshot assets, 1 week returns for top 10 crypto assets. So if you're looking at which is the primary point they're trying to make here, what is literally return percent for 1 week, Cardano's at the top. And this is out of the top 10 coins by market cap, I believe is what they got here. And so out of that, Cardano's at 12.2%, XRP barely behind at 11.9%. Although if you look at the year to date, of course, this was as of January 2nd, so it's not that meaningful, but XRP was actually ahead of Cardano for 2025 at that point. But either way, it's fascinating to see this, and you love to see it, especially considering that there are all sorts of people that said these old coins, it's from narratives that have come and gone, they're never going to work, they're never going to go. And for anybody that was paying attention, we knew that didn't make sense. I do believe it's true that the coins that don't do anything, however long it's going to take, we'll find out together, but coins that do nothing, they're going to effectively cease to exist. Even if they don't literally cease to exist, they will be clearly dead zombie chains. Like that's going to happen, right? And XRP is clearly not one of them. So if you look at the utility of XRP that has increased year after year after year, regardless of price action, like that's a pretty damn good indicator that people value it. And there are other indicators that I always frequently bring up, the fact that the world has already voted that XRP makes sense, or else it wouldn't have stayed in the top 10 coins by market cap throughout the SEC lawsuit, and it wouldn't have been in the top 10 coins by market cap its entire existence. So there are things like that that are just make it ridiculously obvious that XRP does indeed make sense. And here you have an institution, Grayscale, offering an XRP product and including XRP in its digital large cap fund as well. Why? Because there are consumers on an institutional level that do want it. That is why it exists. Couldn't be more obvious. Which is why this is kind of funny. And look, I like Raoul Pal. I do. I'm a fan. I think he's an incredibly intelligent guy. I think he's incredibly insightful. He got the call on XRP wrong. He did. He did get this wrong. I'm still a fan regardless. People are going to have wrong calls in life sometimes. But here was the headline from August, about 2.5 months before XRP really started rampaging this cycle. So again, August 21st, 2024. Economist Raoul Pal sounds alarm on XRP Cardano faces backlash. And so it was disappointing to see what he said at the time, and I'm not going to read the whole quote again. I've shared it a few times on my channel, but he was crapping all over XRP. He genuinely believed, in my estimation, that it wasn't actually going to necessarily perform this well, and it was too risky, and that there's like this cult-like mentality. He used the word cult-like, the phrase cult-like. And I could not have possibly disagreed more. And I was wondering if he was even looking at the chart for XRP. And this is coming from a guy, me, who was not a chart guy, but was more aware of the XRP chart because I follow a ton of reputable chart analysts. And I was like, does he even know what he's talking about right now? The utility's through the roof. This thing's been coiling up for almost 7 years. What are you talking about? And why do you think it's in the top 10 coins by market cap if it's some sort of dead coin? Like, what? And so it never made sense to me. But Raoul Pal, to his credit, once he saw that it rampaged, he was like, he shared this. I will read this, actually. Again, this is December 1st. So XRP, this is like the day before it hit $2.90, which is its current cycle peak. Anyway, he wrote, Dear XRP Jedi Warriors, you were right, I was wrong. Well done. Dinosaurs still roam the earth. Little winky emoji there. I just want everyone to make money, and you guys have walked through hell to get here. I still own some XRP from the delisting, but you guys/girls deserve everything. And he's got a little clap emoji. Okay, so I thought that was tasteful, respectable, behaving like an adult. He could have gone a trolley route, but that's not in his nature. That's not how this man acts. I've never seen such a thing from him. And so I respect that tremendously. I mean, this guy, his whole career has been in finance. He used to work at Goldman Sachs. He's been around a while. He is informed. He got a call wrong here. But now he gets it, and he believes it's going to go much higher. So I've been listening to what he's been saying ever since then. He's now looking closely at the charts, that's for damn sure. And he's seen now the same things that every other analyst who was closely paying attention to saw in the first place. But so it's not only that he probably wasn't paying attention close enough to the charts, he also wasn't paying attention sufficiently to the fundamentals. And I get it, there's a lot of coins out there, but then if you're not, why would you say the thing you said in August? You get egg on your face. But again, credit where it's due. Still a big fan of the guy. And then he also shared this, December 2nd, you've got to admit XRP is a good-looking chart. Last time it broke a long wedge pattern, it rose another 5,600%. Obviously won't repeat, but you get the point. It can go up a lot. Banana Zone Part 1. So he does believe that there's a really good chance that it could go higher. And there's another perspective from, he put out a video within the last, I can't remember exactly how many days it's been, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It's all blurring together at this point. But I talked about it in a recent video of mine that he's been noting, because he's clearly paying attention to the XRP chart now. He's like, once he really looked at it, he's like, oh my God. He saw the same thing that everybody else saw. He's like, this thing's going to keep running here, very obviously. And so credit where it's due. And then there was this headline, Raoul Pal highlights XRP appeal to the average Joe in AI agent critique. Okay, so this is a new article just from yesterday. It's not really necessary to go through and actually read the article, but I'll just note that a key takeaway from this is he notes that, one of the reasons that XRP can find success basically is that it's going to appeal to the average Joe. And I'll say to that, in response to that, yeah, but it also appeals to very sophisticated investors on an institutional level. And so that's why when I read this headline, on the same day I'm looking at this other headline I just ran through with you, XRP and Dogecoin lead Grayscale weekly crypto snapshot. And Doge is on there, like it's several down. I don't know why they choose to put that in the headline, but setting that aside, XRP and Cardano, two of the coins that Raoul Pal said didn't make sense, now they're making sense here. And so again, he's taking that back. Okay, I respect that. But it is not just that the average person out there is thinking that. If anything, I mean, somebody could take, I don't think he meant it in an insulting way, but I certainly hope not. Like, it's just the people that haven't researched. I don't think he meant it that way. But it's very clear that sophisticated, wealthy investors have put a ton of money into XRP, and it's even setting aside the Grayscale thing. I've been highlighting in recent days reports from chart analyst Ali Martinez, for example, who has been highlighting that tons of whales have been purchasing boatloads of XRP at times when it's even been going down on the lower time frame in price. It's not just like the average person out there. Yeah, fine, the average people, because we'll do, of course, but they'll do that with they'll do that with Bitcoin. People have FOMO'd into Bitcoin into insane levels in every single market cycle towards the peak. Just average people. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just doing it. Green candle, number go up. It's that, which is the worst time to be buying Bitcoin cycle-wise. But they do it. Well, same thing with XRP. And that's why they get mocked as exit liquidity. And it's effectively the price you pay if you're going to jump into crypto and you're brand new and you don't know what you're doing. You're going to make mistakes. But then if you're not an actual idiot, you'll learn from the mistakes and you can do quite well, because there really are opportunities here for life-changing wealth. And XRP is clearly presenting that to people. I am very thankful. Like, honestly, one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my entire life on the financial side of things is discovering XRP. And then after that, because of that, actually, there's a major catalyst for me. I got into way more into crypto. And I would like to think that even if XRP didn't make sense right out the gate to me, that I still would have. And I think I probably would have. But this is the one that got me going. It absolutely is. And I don't even know what my life would look like if not for this. It's just been so transformative. And I'm not the only one with a story like that. There's tons of you listening that are on that path or already achieved certain things. And maybe you're just even doing more. Because I'm not going to stop. Like, after this cycle, we'll be in a bear market, and I'm going to do it all over again. And I'm going to keep running this YouTube channel. It's going to be really fun. But it just is the case here that it's not just your everyday, not just your everyday person that is interested in purchasing XRP. There's a reason that it's used in enterprise grade software on a daily basis. How many coins can you say that about in existence? Almost zero, but here it is true. And it's got the legal clarity, it's got everything going for it. So whether you're new to investing or you're a seasoned pro, XRP absolutely should make sense for you unless you suffer from the affliction known as XRP derangement syndrome. That's what I would argue. But some people do suffer from XRP derangement syndrome. Altcoin Daily, they have like either the largest or one of the largest crypto YouTube channels out there. I can't remember where they're at right now. But even on X, they got 1.7 million followers. So they're one of the biggest out there. They just are. They might have millions of subscribers on YouTube. I can't remember now. But look at what they're calling for 2025 bull run peak price targets. And this was shared on January 1st. So he already knew that XRP was running, right? He's calling for Bitcoin to $145,000. Okay, so that would be what? Somewhere in the neighborhood of a twofold increase from the previous cycle? Okay. I could understand that. You used to get greater multiplier effects, but now there's so much money in Bitcoin. It's harder to get that. So it's not that it's impossible to get a 3x, but that sounds pretty reasonable and realistic, right? Doesn't sound crazy. What about ETH? $9,800? So that would be close to a 2x, right? Because ETH, last cycle, it peaked at like $4,800 or $4,900. That's kind of reasonable. Then down here, you have XRP. This is the cycle peak he's predicting at $5. This is the number 3 coin in market cap right now. Incredible resilience. One of the most useful coins in history. Everything I just highlighted, on the institutional level, people want it. Very clear demand. Whales buying it. And he's saying that XRP is going to $5. So it just coiled up for the longest amount of time in the history of this entire freaking asset class. Almost 7 years it coiled before it finally popped in November of 2024. And you're telling me that we're not even going to get a 2x from that? It's going to run up from whatever peaked a little shy of $4 to peak at $5? And that's it. This guy has a multi-year history of crapping all over XRP. And I've shared examples in previous videos, so for the purpose of this video, I didn't feel like it. But I'm rolling my eyes because I'm sitting here looking at what some people are saying. You really got to watch. You really got to be careful who you listen to. Like, diverse viewpoints are one thing, but when you see people irrationally mocking XRP for a span of years, and then when they do analysis, this is the output, be alarmed. So yeah, I'm going to highlight. They're one of the largest accounts out there in crypto on the planet. This is what their output is. So XRP, not even a 2x after all of that. And it's not going to catch up to... No, Bitcoin's going to outperform it for the cycle. ETH's going to outperform it for the cycle. XRP to $5. I don't buy it. I don't. I'm not in the price prediction game because I'm not a chart guy, so it would be disingenuous. But when I look at the output here, if they believe that Bitcoin's going that high, why doesn't more money roll into XRP? That does not compute. That's not how things have worked in the past. Does not make sense. And so if Bitcoin gets that high and XRP peaks at $5, fine, I'll eat my words. I'm humble enough. I'll admit I'm wrong. I do not think I'm wrong. I think that this guy's ridiculously biased and doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And I felt obligated to talk about this. And this was, by the way, this was covered. I don't know if I have the article pulled up, but this was covered in another article from the Crypto Basic account. Maybe I don't have it pulled up for this video. I guess not. Not that it necessarily matters, but that's the reason I came across it. I was like, oh my God, these altcoin daily folks are still like, really grinds my gears, folks. Really grinds my gears all up in this bitch. I'm not for it. This is why we cannot have nice things. This is why we cannot have nice things. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm so glad I have this platform so that I can, address these people, because I'm just saying they have a way bigger following than I do. And they're just spouting crap. Just complete and utter crap. And at some points, even lies in years past. I'm just like, oh my freaking God. We'll see what happens here, but suffice it to say, I'm very optimistic that in the not too distant future, this will have been proven to age like a fine milk. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.